So, you've got this brilliant idea for a podcast, right? But the technical side of things, it feels like a huge brick wall. You're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to smash through that wall. We are going to turn your idea into a launch-ready show with a super simple 30-day blueprint. Let's dive in. I bet you do. You have the passion, you've got something to say, a topic you could just talk about for hours on end, and that dream of launching your very own show, it feels so close you can almost taste it. But then reality hits. RSS feeds, hosting platforms, pixel dimensions, LUFS, what even is that? It just feels completely overwhelming. And honestly, it's the #1 reason that so many amazing ideas never actually make it to Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Well, that stops today. We have boiled this whole confusing process down into a simple, week-by-week technical blueprint. In just the next few minutes, you are going to have the exact 30-day game plan to get your show launched and looking professional from day one. Okay, let's jump right into week 1, building your foundation. This week is all about 2 things: picking the right tools for the job and creating what I love to call your podcast's digital passport. First things first, you need a hosting platform. Now, this isn't just some folder online to store your audio files. No, this is the entire engine of your show. The choice really boils down to where you are right now versus where you want to be in a year. Are you just testing the waters, or do you need those pro-level features right out of the gate? So how do you choose? Well, if you're just starting out, just experimenting, Anchor.fm is a total no-brainer. It is 100% free and connects instantly with Spotify. If you're a small business, you'll love Buzzsprout for its incredible ease of use. Now, if you're a data nerd like me and you're obsessed with growth, Libsyn is the industry veteran with super powerful analytics. And for the pros out there who are planning a whole network of shows, Transistor.fm, all the way. It's built for that. Okay, once you've picked your host, it will create your RSS feed. Now, don't let the name scare you. Seriously, just think of it as your show's digital passport. It's just a simple little file that tells Apple, Spotify, and every other podcast app out there, hey, I have a new episode. It is, without a doubt, the single most important piece of your entire technical setup. But here's the thing. That passport is completely useless if the details are wrong. I mean, think about it. Your title, your show description, the category you choose, that's how new listeners are going to find you. Getting these things right from day one is absolutely non-negotiable. It's the bedrock for all your future growth. All right, let's move on to week 2. Now we're designing your identity. And that starts with the very first thing a potential listener is ever going to see, your cover art. This is your digital billboard, your first impression. And whatever you do, do not underestimate its power. 67%. Let that sink in. That's how much higher subscription rates can be for shows that have professional-looking cover art. This one single image builds trust and credibility before anyone even hears a single word you say. And to make sure you don't get rejected by the big platforms, you have got to nail the technical specs. So you might want to write these down. 3,000 by 3,000 pixels. A PNG file is your best bet for crisp, clear text. Keep the file size under 500 kilobits and make sure it's in the RGB color space. Trust me, these aren't suggestions, they are hard requirements. Now, beyond the specs, you have to design for clarity. Remember, most people are going to see this as a tiny little thumbnail on their phone. Does it stand out? That means you need high contrast, a simple layout, and clean, readable fonts. The goal is simple. Make it pop in a very, very crowded library. All right, week 3. This is where the strategy really kicks in. Your foundation is solid, your identity is set. Now it's time to plan the launch. And this isn't just about throwing some audio online. No, this is about creating real momentum. So here's a pro tip. Use a staggered release. Launch with 3 episodes all at once. Why? Because this gives new listeners a ton of content to binge on, and it gets them hooked immediately. Then, you switch to a weekly schedule. This builds a consistent listening habit. By week 6, your audience knows exactly when to expect new content from you. So where should you launch? The answer is simple: everywhere. Apple Podcasts still holds a massive 60% of the market, but look at Spotify. It is the fastest growing platform for discovery right now. So the lesson here is don't pick a side. To maximize your reach, you need to be on every major platform, which, by the way, your hosting service makes super simple to do. And we've made it to the final week, week 4, creating your system. The goal here is all about sustainability. A great podcast isn't just about a big, flashy launch. It's about showing up week after week after week with professional consistency. You know, the secret to consistency is just having a repeatable workflow. The pros follow a checklist, just like this one. But notice the key detail here. The episode is done and scheduled by Tuesday. You know what that does? It frees up the rest of your week for promotion and looking at feedback instead of scrambling to fix last-minute mistakes. And a huge part of that system is quality control. It really just comes down to two things. First, audio quality. Is your volume consistent? Is the background noise gone? And second, metadata quality. Are your show notes accurate? Is your episode numbering correct? This is the stuff that really separates the hobbyists from the pros. And just like that, in 4 short weeks, the impossible technical setup is done. It's built. Your show is live, your systems are in place, and all that heavy lifting is complete. I absolutely love this quote because it gets to the very heart of why we do all this technical stuff in the first place. The goal of a perfect technical setup is for it to completely disappear so that nothing stands between your voice and your listener's ear. All they experience is your amazing content. So there you have it, your 30-day technical blueprint. The foundation is rock solid and every single barrier has been removed. So now the only question left is, what story will you tell?